Hello, hello. I'm gonna pop in just a second. The world has decided that I need chaos apparently, and so not only were my headphones chaos, but my lights were. So give me just 1 second, and we will get started. You hear all that commotion? Okay, hi. How's it going? Let me know if you can hear me okay. I feel like I'm really bright, but that is due to the chaos and nature of these lights right now. So we're just gonna have to deal with it, but my face will not be up here for a long time because we're gonna switch to gaming anyway. So hi, how's it going? I thought to myself I'm gonna have like a really cute and normal morning, and I'm gonna pop in and play Pokopia because I've been playing this game so much but not like making content, so why not do both? And then everything happened. Look, you got my light in frame now. It's been a rough hour. But yeah, thank you to Falcon RTA for subscribing. And we're just gonna get into Pokopia. So if you're new here, that's surprising to me because there's like 7 of you here. But obviously, I am Lua, and I do a bunch of variety, nerdy, and cozy, I would say, like lifestyle videos. So there's a lot of book content, there's a lot of Magic the Gathering content, and there's a lot of cozy general content that I'm doing. This month, I'm doing like my TBR for January and February, everything I read for those 2 months. I'm also going to be showcasing my book collection because I have a scanner, like one that you have at the library or the store. So I'm using my scanner to go through my whole collection, which I think is really cute. I'm also going to be making some Pokopia content, and so yeah, I'm hoping for weekly videos. We'll see how those do, but at least once a week, I'll be posting something in the realm of TCG, video game, board game, general nerddom, which I think if you're here, you probably like that. And so, yeah, I'm just going to be playing Pokopia and very chill and casual hangout. If you are watching and you have questions, you can ask them. It could be about Pokopia. It could be about me. I haven't been on here in a year. I haven't streamed in about 2 years, maybe 3 years. And so we're just getting back into it. And yeah, all questions are welcome. Let's try and switch over to this cute screen. Look how cute. We're going to ignore the little things at the bottom that say subscriber donation, etc. because that is for when you're on Twitch, which I'm not. So we're going to just make sure the audio is okay, and then let me know if you can hear the game itself, or if it needs to be lower, or if I need to be lower. I'm going to test that real quick. We're going to take off the desktop audio. All right, and let me know how the game audio is. Okay, I think that should be okay, but if the game audio winds up being loud, let me know because I can't tell. So, we're back in my house. I guess we could do a little house tour. There's not much to it yet. My dream is to, I'm hoping we'll be able to use the building blocks in this house in general for outdoors, but that hasn't really happened yet. My dream is to build like a little loft right here, and that will be like a bedroom at the top and a little cozy area down here. But for right now, this is my house. I have Oddish living with me because Oddish is my favorite Pokemon, if you didn't know. And so, yeah, I love Oddish, and that's my little guy. And plug my headphones in. No, I want to talk. There we go. I'm really happy that I get to live with you, Ditto. Let's see what we could do. Okay. They want some decoration. I actually think... Do I have the wreaths? Let's see if this makes them happy. They said nature. That's not going to help. So we're gonna go, this is my house, like I said. There's an upstairs area. I just put 2 beds in here. Not much has changed, but this essentially, the cozy houses like this, I think you could have up to 4 in it. Or at least with Ditto, there's 4. So I'm gonna make a little room for Oddish and Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur is my other one that lives in here. I got controversial take real quick. I never cared to have Bulbasaur as my starter Pokemon, and now I kind of feel bad about it because Bulbasaur to me has been, out of the starters like Squirtle and Charmander, Bulbasaur has been like the cutest, the sweetest. Look at him, he's outside. Oh, okay. Just gonna turn those down, my headphones real quick. He's so cute. I want to live here forever and ever. So cute. So yeah, I can put 2 more Pokemon in my house. I think I'm gonna save that for a while, but those are my 2 favorites. And yeah, let's just like show you around town. Now, if you have questions about Pokopia, let me know. I've been playing, I think, for 30 hours so far. I was in a depression hole, and that required me to play a lot of Pokemon. And so, yeah, I've done quite a few things, not too much, I will say, but this is the cave we started in, and I put Onyx in here because he likes it kind of dry, and I don't have a lot of areas that are like that right now. And then I put Charmeleon here too. I'm going to spruce it up, but right now we're really just like the bare bones of the game. My husband, Ian, loves Pokemon, like plays every game there is, and I grew up playing them too, but he's very quick. He's like a shiny hunter. He's very, very into it. And so this is my type of game. I love a cozy comfort game. I love Animal Crossing. I just love Nintendo. So I got the upper hand and like really dug into this game a lot more, like a lot earlier than he did. So I do have the hours on him, but he's already gone to like different zones. So if you're not familiar, Pokopia has a couple of different zones. This is your starting town, and your goal is to restore the town and build a Poke Center because they were originally ruins. I could show you an area of the ruins in a second. And the real goal of the game is that all the humans have disappeared. And so you're hoping to restore your town enough to make them want to come back. Spoiler alert, if you haven't played the game, a lot of what they show you in fossils and rather, I guess like less of fossils, but a lot of what they show you in journals and different notebooks and things you'll find around town is that all the humans went away, because there was like a post-apocalyptic, this is a post-apocalyptic world, but there was an apocalyptic scenario where a lot of things were happening due to essentially global warming and bad environmental impacts, which I think is really real and also very emotional. So yeah, it's got pretty much a heavy story inside of this cozy cute game. I really like how big this world is. As somebody who plays a lot of Animal Crossing, you know, I think I needed like the DLC and new things to upgrade my game itself to be entertained. Wait, oh. But this feels like I'm going to not run out of stuff for a long time because the worlds, oops, I'm stuck. The worlds are so big. Because the worlds are so big, I'm going to be here for a long time. Okay. It must be a calm, peaceful place. I approve. I believe I'll seek out a suitable home for myself here. Very cute. Yeah, there was a couple of water wheel spots for this one, and then the other evolve form down there. Very cute. I got a recipe for a cart. Okay. Yeah, I would say the significant difference between this and like a general Animal Crossing game is that you will have way less in term of furniture and clothing. Like there's no shop where you can pick things up from. You get it all through trading or for crafting. And I kind of like that. I like that it's a trade-based system because there is no place you're going to be shopping post-apocalyptically. I will say I love Piplup. I do not like these two birds that they grow into. They kind of freak me out, but they're here by this water well. So this entire area was just not great. It was very sad, kind of like these little bushes here. But if you use your water gun, look, we're restoring it to its former beauty. Unfortunately, this does take a long time, but we got a new move in which we can spray away more water. And that's how we made the water over there. Our current goal is to get electricity to this part of town because then we can use it throughout the entire town. We just learned about that in another area. And so we're looking to just add some stuff in here. Okay, I need more sea glass. Come here. I don't know if you can see her quite yet. Let's see if we could switch back. So that is Miri. I have to keep her on my lap because she will just, like, she knocked over my Switch right now. She will turn off the PC. She knows where the button is and she turns it off. Fun fact. So she will be sitting here in my lap because if not, she will be petty. And you know what? I understand that deeply. Also, sorry, I put back, there's my cat Winota on the cat tree. I don't know why this is so backwards for me. The cat tree, which is in that direction. I should just know this. So she's hanging out there. You'll catch my little babies. But this is Miri. Anything you want to say about how you turned off your mom's computer earlier when she was setting up her stream, and that's why it's all delayed? No? You just want to be cute? Okay. Back to gaming. So our goal today is we're going to go to this one zone that we've barely been to restore it a little bit because I want to see if we can get that fourth world open. Okay, let me tell you. So I just got a Switch. Okay, complicated. I had a Switch Lite for a while and then I had lost it. So I got a Switch, regular Switch, 2 New Year's ago, so like 2024. And then they announced the Switch 2, and I was like, great. I just spent all my money and everything on this. I wasn't planning on getting a Switch 2. My husband was very nice and got it for me as a combination birthday anniversary gift. Because it's $500. I can't justify that. So I'm very grateful that somebody was able to. But I will say this is a game to me that's worth $70. I think the longevity, let me switch over. I think the longevity of this game is going to be forever. I think that Nintendo is known for doing really fun upgrades. I know that they'll do some DLCs and some changes to the game itself, and that I really, really like. And so I really think that there's going to be a lot of bandwidth for this game. The game itself is huge. Like, I'm showing you one area, but we're about to go to a second one, and there's 4 worlds. I'm going to give you a little bit of spoilers. There's 4 worlds that you're going to be able to access. First is the starting point, then this area that we're going in, and then I've unlocked a 3rd one, but there's a 4th one that you'll unlock. You'll also be able to go to Dream Worlds, which, if you're familiar with Animal Crossing, it's like when you go to villager hunt or you go to a island to get supplies. Sometimes there's another villager there, so you can take one home or like tell them to move to your island. But that hasn't happened with Pokemon. It's just been going there for supplies. And so you have all these dream areas, which I think are really cool. You can use them by going with Drifloon to a Poké Doll. Very, very cute. And then it's the 4 worlds, as I mentioned. You'll have an option for a server with your friends. Pallet Town will be an option for you as well. So there's like a ton to do. And also you can completely customize and rebuild these worlds. I'm doing a lot of like the basics of what's already been there, but I really think the creative building will be huge in this game. So this is our secondary area. I'm just going to kind of run through it real quick with you, and then we'll get to what we're doing. So the 3rd area we have is a beach one. This is more of like almost like mining town. A lot more stone in terms of structure, and a lot more dark, lush greenery as opposed to what the other area was. You can kind of see that here. I haven't done a lot in this town because, if I'm being honest with you, I don't really like the Pokemon in this area as much as I like the one in my starting area and the beach town. But there's some important things you learn here. So you might have seen, oh my gosh, there's too many. You might have seen in the trailer that there's a Chef Al Dente. So you unlock this in this area. You also get some different moves. So throughout the game, you'll upgrade these, but you get a water gun and leafage pretty early on. Cut to cut things, rock smash to mess with your terrain and kind of beat it up and rebuild. There's also this for picking up plants and shrubs on the ground, but also to plant new ones. This one's really cute. I'm not sure the Pokemon's name. It starts with the Z, but it's the one that can camouflage and other stuff. So he teaches you how to do that in one part of the beach area. So look, you can camouflage into stuff and play hide and seek with other Pokemon, or like give him a little spook. Let's see if you'll see it. Oh, he knows that's me. Okay, well, he liked it. So I think it's just a really cute feature because Ditto can just like turn into anything in this game, and you can also play with your friends. So you could do hide and seek with them, or I don't know, you could just, it's cute. Let's see, scoreboarding. It seems like when Choke's like, they're just happy. I played earlier and there was a Pokemon that was like, so this is very funny to me. So remember I showed you our Poke Center? This is what they look like in all the towns. So your goal is to go to this PC and complete my challenges. You're going to rebuild the Poke Center. Can I not do this right now? That's a goal. Oh, it's in the shop, duh. There should be something for me to buy to rebuild. Did I buy it already? No, but it'll be a deposit box essentially where you can put materials, and it might not be available yet, or it might just be bad. I'm always bad at seeing these. but essentially there will be something here to rebuild the book center. I might have to do a little bit more. If you're wondering what you should be doing, which is very common in the starting parts of these games, the request section kind of tells you what to do. So this one, I need to build the Pokemon Center here in Rocky Ridges. And so go talk to more Pokemon, ask them to help out. So that's what I have to do in this area. And then these Pokemon are going to show up based on which area you're in, which is the Rocky Ridges. Here's the Bleak Beach. And then here's the Withered Wasteland, which is our home area. So they all have different goals in those areas. But because we're here right now, this is what we're going to focus on. So we want to build some houses and make some salad, apparently. That's what we're going to do. And then Pallet Town has its own thing. So this is a current objective where we have to gather vegetables for this little sandy pier area. But for here, we're going to try and raise the environment level to 3. We've done that for our other 2 beaches already. We've gotten past that, or 2 areas. I have neglected this, so I thought it would be fun to, maybe pop in here and do a little bit of work. So, yeah, this releasing plus Pokemon Green and Red I thought were really nice. Cute. Gave me a little gift. Oh, cool. Iron ore. That's great. Yeah, these really have a grip on my wallet. And so I do think this game is worth it. I think it's going to have a ton of playtime. Because you can change the terrain for all this area. I mean, this is just a place we dug into to find a Pokemon. It's like a little hot spring. A little warm water. Graveland and I kind of go about life at the same pace. I want something relaxing. So I kind of have given these Pokemon nothing in comparison to other places. I given them no shelter, really no treats. I kind of did the bare minimum to get the chef information and move on. But I think we really need to try and fix some stuff in town. So we gotta build a house and get some salad. Let me see if we have any leaves. Okay, we have some leaves in my stuff. And we could do a leaf den kit. Great. Okay. So cooking is very silly in this game. Oh, hey Sean, thank you so much for subscribing. And thank you to Ruben for subscribing and Matt. Really appreciate that. I'm just a little baby doing my best. All right. We're making a salad for this bird. I guess let me know if there's any Pokemon you're hoping to see in this game. I'll let you know what we've witnessed so far. There's been a bunch of cuties. Might also flip to this so you can see the cats and stuff. Let me know if this is okay. All right, we got a salad. So if you eat the salad, it helps with your vine and growth. Where is this little guy? There he is. Oh no, the bird wanted it. Whatever Rowlet's evolved form is. Also, I keep forgetting, we can just go way quicker. Okay. Nice and clear day today, huh? It's actually pretty bright. Move myself a little bit. That's the comfort level. Great. Okay, but you wanted a salad? Am I crazy? Who wanted this salad? A shredded salad? I don't think I can. I just made a simple one. Okay. What is... Sorry, wrong part. What is the shredded salad? How do I do it shredded? What do I do? Oh, hi, Anna. Let me know how you've been liking it. Okay, because the bird is here. It makes a different salad. This is crazy. No Gengars yet, which is why I have the Ghost Pokemon shirt on today. I'm hoping to see a big Gengar. Okay, so that's how we make shred salad, is because we bring the bird. Okay. And I'd love to know if you are just in the Withered Wasteland or if you've expanded to any other areas yet, because it's very cute. Oh. Okay. We leveled up to 3. That's great. I've barely done anything. Okay. Now. Okay. Now I can buy the Pokemon Center thing I was asking for. As far as like ghosts, I'm pretty sure Litwick is the only one I've seen so far. Also, hello to them. I hope you are having a lovely time. Oh. Very cute. Okay, I don't have crystal fragments on me, but I know we can get that. And then this is gonna be the hardest part, to be honest with you. But we'll figure it out. Okay. So you can get Pokemon to follow you around, but you could do, I believe, up to 5 at a time. I think you're gonna love it. It's so cute. I've spent, I would say, like 30 hours on this already, and it's really, really fun. Oh, hi, James. Are you playing Pokopia? Let me know. This is definitely a contender for the game in the year. Game of the year for sure. Oh. Do I have a minute? Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna investigate sounds for my cute score bunny. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, maybe it goes this way. Dang, I'm not strong enough. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. I got to eat a steak, which, let me show you how I make a steak in this game. I went on a rant about this a few minutes ago. I wasn't planning on buying a Switch 2. Ian was very sweet and bought me one for our anniversary / my birthday. I highly think this game is worth it. It's going to have a lot of replayability. The customization is insane. And also, it's just like such a different game for Pokemon. I think it's just beautifully made. It's got a cozy aspect to it, but it's really funny, like getting to see, I don't know, you never get to really have conversations with your favorite Pokemon. So being able to like have full conversations with them, I think is really funny. Creating everything that you get to do for your town. So beautiful, so fun. And I really feel like they're going to invest a lot into DLCs and upgrades with the game, because I feel like they do that a lot with Animal Crossing. So I can see this game going for a long time with some fun updates. I've already, like I said, I think I've invested 30 hours into this, and I've logged 800 almost into Animal Crossing, so I definitely can see myself spending a lot of time with this, but I think it's so much more than just a cozy game. Essentially, I won't get too much into it because y'all are still hoping to play, but essentially the humans are missing and you as Pokemon are trying to figure out where they went, and it's like so sad and cute and like realistic to like what's currently going on in our world. So I highly suggest it. I think you would like it a lot. Been waiting for this bad boy. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Boo, yo. Haha, you scared. Okay. I was scared. You scared the human and not the ditto. I thought I heard some noises. I was bumping some tunes. Who are you? Wait, you're not a human. You're a ditto? Yes. They're so funny. It plays music. I was waiting here alone, hoping someone would come along, but no one ever did, so I've been playing music to keep the mood high and the vibes right. All about the vibes, Rotam. We love that. Rotam? Rotam. I call it Rotam. Also, my cat Mira's here for anybody who hasn't seen, because if she doesn't stay in my lap, she tries to turn off my computer because she knows where the button is, which is so bratty. Nope. Yes, the humans disappeared. Trying to make a new town with great vibes. Yes, we are working for the vibes, for sure. I'll see you again in a bit. Okay, cute. Also, the amount of things that you like swallow and regurgitate, like, because you're a Pokemon is so gross. But I understand it. It's very silly. I would just like to be able to pick up things like normal like that. But no, it makes more sense to just do that. Trace of a Pokemon. That's cute. Oh! You can't see it, but I do have a little Meryl plush Squishmallow on my couch. Very cute. I've been complaining because I don't think this area has very cute Pokemon. Let me show you my Pokedex. If you don't want to know what's in this game, look away real quick. I'm blocking one. Hold on. Let's move me here. So this is everything that I have on our islands, I guess, and then everything that could be based on which display habitat that we're making, essentially. This was one of my favorites, but essentially, like, a lot of the cute ones have been on the beach or on the main weathered island. And so on Animal Crossing, there's a whole thing of where you take out the ugly villagers from your islands, the ones you don't like. You can't do that here. They just live there, and I respect that. But also, it kind of feels like the ones I don't like as much are here on this island. So I think that's why I've been a little more neglectful than I would like to be. All right, this is a glowing stone. This is not quite what I need for the crystals, so we're going to go to the other area. Okay. Tell Score Buddy what we found. Thanks for looking into it. Now I'm going to make so. Oh, they're going to go be friends. Cute. What I do think is cute, there's this whole track that goes throughout the town. So I'd love to eventually set that up. But right now, I'm just going to put a little house over here so that we can start getting them into homes and they can be a little bit happier. Great. And then I'm going to ask him to come build his house, and maybe I'll ask Score Bunny because they're not doing anything right now. Cute, eating a little apple. Oh, there's a new one moving in. I know you want a house. I'm working on it for you, buddy. Score Bunny is so cute. I can't. Okay, follow me. Also, like, look at them running. Shut up. They're so cute. I'm gonna cry. Okay. Inspect. I'm gonna request that these two start building. Hello, Imperial Ear. How's it going? I said Earl. Eel. I can't talk today. Hi, Sidewalk Therapy. How's it going? This game is incredible. I can't stress that enough. It is such a beautiful game, and I love it so much. And if you're even considering buying it, I highly suggest doing it. I honestly think $70 is worth it for this game. I think games are so expensive now. I just bought Resident Evil 9, and then we got this, and so It's a lot. But I do think the replay value is high, and I know the noodle arms are so funny. I do think the replay value is high, and I do think that this game itself is worth it. Do we got a sec? What we can do? Long as fuck noodle arms are so funny. I do find the most unusual Pokemon, thank you. Heard you all want to make totally pop in town here. I have a real good idea for how to make the vibes immaculate. You're going to help us out too. What a sweetie you are. Thank you. Indeed, we'd be very grateful. We got to have a party. Kind of figured that was going to happen. Cute. A party? What exactly are you thinking of? Oh, a party sounds lovely. This brings back so many fond memories. Yeah, a party with hype music and singing and dancing and eating good food, yo. A lot of them say yo. I want to know where they got this from. And like Trubbish sounds so aggressively New York, which makes sense. But yeah, I really want to know where all these Pokemon are based on what they are saying in this game. Let's have a party. I knew you'd be down. Let's get to working on the preparations. I'm just so excited. Our important request is throwing a party. Cute. I love the graphics they make for the important requests. So when they have that colored block like that, it's because it's part of a mission. Something I really want to touch on too, real quick, as soon as this dialogue is done, is if you are starting to play this game, you'll notice in each of the areas, they require you to upgrade an area, and then they'll be like, oh, it's this much % done. Like the first area, you'll have a water thing that you have to do. No spoilers. But they'll say it's this much left, and you can't figure out what's going on because you're like, well, I'm putting water in places and doing stuff. It's essentially challenges. They don't make it super clear. So if you feel like you're frustrated with a challenge, like something you need to get done, and you're talking to the professor here and he's like, girl, you have more to do, you just go to this section for your request, and this will kind of show you what you have to do for the Pokemon Center and for the party. See how there's a couple different Pokemon here? These quests have to be done in order to you do these quests in particular have to be done so that you can make the time to party event happen, and more Pokemon may get added to this as the story progresses. So if you feel like you're kind of stuck, just click on one of these and it shows you. Also, one more thing I feel like they don't talk about enough too is if you go to here and you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to I don't know, let me find a Pokemon that's in this area. I really want to go have a conversation with Torkoal. You just hit that search button, which I didn't think it worked this way. And then I'm going to pop by another Pokemon in the area. I pressed it, but he's a little distracted. Oh, he's going to tell me his story. Okay. That's not what I was trying to do. They're too focused on the party. But I could hit the search feature and go to a Pokemon that's nearby, and they would tell me, hey, Torkoal is this way. Or at their house. Like, it would direct you. Because this world is so big that it's really hard to find them. Yeah, I won't be on Twitch anymore. So the content planned essentially is I'm going to try to release a video every week here on this YouTube. One will always be like my monthly reads, like everything I read for the month before. I'm going to do some travel vlogs. Like I'm going to spend a week in Ireland in April. So you'll see a vlog for that. I'm going to be doing some magic related content. Nothing that you would see on Scrybabies, but more of like, here's my collection or here's something silly I want to do. I'll also be showing my board game collection, my vinyl collection, my video game collection. I have a lot of collectibles and fun things that I don't show off enough. So you'll be seeing those. And I'll also be doing some Pokopia videos because I used to do a lot of Animal Crossing stuff on here. That's did pretty well. People seem to like that a lot. And so I will definitely be back with Pokopia because it's very much like in that style. I'm streaming today though because I really want to hold myself accountable to being on here more, and because I haven't streamed in 2 years, and also because I haven't played like or posted anything on here in a year. So I really want to be more active here. I would say here and Instagram are my most like active places, and or will be my most active places. And then I also have Blue Sky, but I use that mostly for magic based stuff. I have Threads too, that's connected to Instagram, so anything that goes there goes to Threads. But yeah, I'm not on Twitter or really anything else right now, so that's where you can find me. I have a massive board game collection. I go to Gen Con every year, and we'll save for quite a few months to buy the things we want to buy, because that's like my Christmas. Like, I go to conventions for work and I really don't come home with much, maybe like one or two small things, like maybe some stickers or a gift for somebody, but I don't really shop at the conventions I work all year long. I definitely get a couple things at MagicCon, that's a lie, but for all the other shows I do, I don't buy a lot. I spend a good amount of money at Gen Con, and that's part of me making sure I work Gen Con, is because there's so many good things. So I'm getting distracted and not going where I need to go. If you see these are where trace of a Pokemon has been. So it basically shows you how to make a habitat to lure this Pokemon to the area. So if I want a Fido, which I super do, I want to try and make a graceful flower bed, which is 4 flowers stacked together. There's 2 there. Let's see if we can move these 2 over, and then Fido will show up in a bit. Something worth noting too is there's a note on there for weather. So as long as there's not like a specific weather type that isn't applied, like rain right now, you can come back to this probably in like 3 to 5 minutes and Fido will spawn, just because that's how this game works. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Ooh. And I'm gonna place this one here, and then this is what happens when you make a habitat. See? And now it's going to again show me what kind of Pokemon could pop up. So Fido's an option, and then there's of course some on this side too, but they'll show you the rarity and the time. So see how this one's like only comes out at night. It's very rare and hard to get. Don't know what Pokemon it is. This is very common, which is fine because I love me a Fido. And yeah, so there's quite a few ones that will pop up for the habitats. I think that's really sweet. But yes, back to board games. I have a massive collection. Most of it, I would say, is Ascension. That's like our favorite like deck builder. But I have games of like every type. I have cozy games. I have horror games. I have game night, party style games. I don't have anything that's like Twilight Imperium because I don't think I would be good at that. But I do have quite a few like fun games. And so I'm going to do like a full, here's my board game collection, and then like break it down into sections. Like, what are the best cozy games? What are the best party games that aren't Cards Against Humanity? So, yeah, I guess if you enjoy board games or any of the subjects that I talked about, let me know what kind of content you'd like to see about it, because I am just here to post things and show off my fun stuff. And that's what I plan on doing. I feel like this is wrong again. I need to take that Pokemon with me. Yeah, okay, there's a Magmar here. He lives here, that's why. Okay, so I have to get some iron ingots. So I'm going to leave I'll leave 10. I'll come back in a bit to get those. And then, hello, how's it going? We're going to go look for our crystals. So this is like this is a very like the mines, mountain town, which is cute. Not my general aesthetic, but we're working on restoring it to its proper glory, okay? We're going to go get the crystals, which I think are back here. Look how pretty. I set up this security. There was I like that they placed these here because it was like previous miners. So cute. But this is here. I thought you'd be able to see them for your phone. It doesn't really, it just shows you like if a Pokemon pops up in the air, but it doesn't like text your phone like spotted a Pokemon. Maybe I'm using it wrong. Somebody can tell me. Cut. Damn, I'm hitting both of them. Hell yeah, girl. Great.
I don't remember how many crystal fragments I have. They're so pretty. I really don't want to do this. Now I'm like, hell yeah, I hit both of them at once. I honestly think that this should be good. All right, we're going to go drop that off in the box. So our goal right now is to restore the Pokemon Center and throw a party. Now, I love this. Like, how cute is this area? What I really love about this game is there's so many different areas and planes, and there's already like kind of a structure, but I can totally rebuild this. I could pop this open and just like showcase the lava if I wanted to, because you have that ability. But I love that it's very flexible and it allows you to create whatever you want. My plan is to kind of go off some of the structures that are already here, like where our chef is. I'm planning on fully designing that to look like a cute little restaurant, but it already has the bones. So why do I need to? I think what's a little overwhelming to me is in Animal Crossing, you can do terrain builds, but this is like so much more grand. This is very Minecraft level that like, look at all that. That's crazy. And so the idea that I would have to build all these structures and other stuff feels a little bit overwhelming. So I think I'm going to work within what's here already. And that's okay. I don't think you have to completely rebuild a world from scratch if you don't want to. Oh, I need more than that. I have to go beat up more crystals. I'm going to ask this person. Oh, he's already here. Okay. Great. So let me... We're going to get more crystals, and then by then we'll probably be able to get our... Let me actually see. It's probably 15 blocks as well, right? 25? I'm going to go drop off the rest of my stuff. Fine, we'll play hide and seek real quick. Okay. I need something. Need to be not spotted. So I think I'm going to turn myself into a rock. Alright, so I gotta get myself to that PC computer. I'm trying to see if I can... Yeah, I think this is a little better. Oh. Do you hear the heartbeat? Don't move, don't move. You're definitely imagining things. Go away. Heh, got it. Sorry, that was like really serious. I promise, like, I really do think this is going to be one of the games of the year. I mean, it was rated like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 on like all the major gaming sites before it came out. And then I was like, that's kind of outrageous. And then I played this and I was like, holy shit, the world is so big. Let me see if we can climb up real quick. He gave me a bunch of carrots. Very nice. Okay, let's see if we can climb. I really don't want to beat up stuff. Let me see if I can go a different way. I think it's a contender for Game of the Year. I've never seen something like this from like Pokemon specifically. It combines all the best parts of Animal Crossing and Minecraft and allows for a lot of customability. And yeah, I think that it really has something special going on. The story is incredible. I think I lightly said that the premise is that you are a Ditto in a world of Pokemon, obviously, who are trying to figure out where the humans went. And there's a lot of notebooks and things that are left behind, which give you a little bit of a glimpse as to what happened. So, like, look at how big this is. Okay? All that. This is one portal. So you start out in a town called... I believe let's go here. So you first start out in the Withered Wasteland. And then there's Bleak Beach, which is a portal you can go to. Rocky Ridges. It's like a tunnel. You use your Pokedex. Once you hit a certain level, you can go in. There's one more world, and then there's a Pallet Town area, which is going to be for like your EVs and some other stuff over there. And so you basically have 5 worlds that you're going to go to, 4 that are story based. Pallet Town is just like a do whatever you want, build the town from scratch up. And you also have the dream worlds that you can go to a Drifloon. So if you go to Drifloon and you find a Pokemon doll, then you can go to a different island, and that's kind of where you pick up like other goodies and games, other goodies and items in your game rather. And so I feel like, again, you can choose to tear all this down and really rebuild it. There's a lot of like space to see, like there's a home there. You can build structures like that, or I just made a little leaf den, so I'm gonna go over there real quick. I had actually my island Pokemon, I almost called them villagers, build them the little score bunny over there. And so yeah, I think that this game is just massive. There's so much to do. It's going to be very, very successful. So yeah, if you're considering it, I highly recommend it. I not want to suggest buying games that are like $70 to people, but like if you're thinking about it, this is one I think that's going to be worth the money, and it's one that I think will continue to be successful. I'm going to bring him into this hut. So when you build a structure, you need to put 3 items in it, 3 pieces of furniture for it to be considered a home. I don't know if I have much on me. We could do a table. And normally these would be better, but because I just want to get things like Pokemon in their homes right now, it's really going to be like, here's a couple things for you just to get by. My gosh, dude. Why are we having a stroke about where to put this? Okay. Sure, let's put some tools in here and watch. This is gonna be like, this is a house. Great. Now I can ask them to move in. There's no bed, but you know what? They sleep outside half the time. No, it's literally like New Horizons plus Minecraft plus incredible story. I don't want to get too much into it because if you're watching, I want you to be able to experience it. But it is like the humans went missing, and so your Pokemon, and I'm sorry if you hear me repeat this already, but your Pokemon are searching for the humans, and through it you'll find a lot of diaries and journal entries about what had happened and what had been going on previously. And it's just so well thought out. I'm not surprised because it's Nintendo. Nintendo's so great with story building. I've been a Nintendo girl since day one. Like, my whole console area, I have a bunch of retro consoles. Most of it is Nintendo based, and so I'm not surprised at all that they would have such a fantastic story. I'm really looking forward to seeing like what comes of the main story. But I feel like even when you finish the main story, you're going to have a lot more to do. So I'm very much looking forward to this game. All right, so we got some more in there. Yeah, I mean, I love New Horizons. I don't really think there's much I have to complain about. I love the upgrade they did recently. I think there was some, necessary upgrades to the game itself, and it was nice to be able to like clear out areas of our island after being away for so long. So, I mean, I love the upgrade for Animal Crossing. There's some differences here, like less customability of furniture. You're not making anything, right? So or rather, you're not shopping for anything. Like, there's no Timmy and Tommy store or Sahara coming to visit with rugs. It's very post-apocalyptic, and so a lot of what you're getting through trades with other villagers. I keep saying villagers, but trades with other Pokemon, or you're getting through what's the other word? Like through crafting materials, right? So it's very organic. It's a lot of like global warming, Earth is, essentially in a bad position conversations that happen in this game, but it's not unrealistic to what is happening. But it doesn't also feel like, I don't know, sometimes I think when I'm watching media or processing media, when there's a lot about what's currently happening in the state of the world, it could be like mentally exhausting. And this I don't think is mentally exhausting. I think it's a very good story. I love like post-apocalyptic dystopian stuff. So for me, I think it's very easy to follow and it doesn't feel like it's overwhelming to the cozy story. Some people, I mean, honestly, you can just click through the journal entries and like not even read them and be, oop, lava, and be just fine. So not required reading. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm making a little short on my Instagram page and I'm going to post the shorts here on YouTube too. I started showing off my N64 collection and the video was so long that I have to make it like 3 or 4 parts. But I love N64. I have had one since I was a kid and it's my favorite system. So my favorite games are on there. I really love Banjo-Kazooie, for example, rare games. Like I'm very into the rare game series. And I'm going so slow because I'm just excited to talk about Nintendo. Of course, Pokemon. I had a lot of Pokemon on there. I love Pokemon Snap. I do a yearly replay of Pokemon Snap. That's kind of just like I don't know, something I always do. Oh, why did I do that? I thought I needed more. I really didn't need that much. Why did I do that? The iron's being done. Copper. I don't remember how we do that. I love me some Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's pretty good. I don't know if you saw that clip of me on Cash Cards podcast talking about it. I'm literally talking about the sunflower with my milkers. It's embarrassing. So, some flash designs. Yeah, Matt, you should, because this game's super cute. Pokemon Stadium is forever one of my favorites. The mini games on those are so fun. So I don't know if it's accessible. I have a notepad that's the Clefairy one where it's like the signs. But yeah, I'll bring that out at parties. We're a big party household because I like having social gatherings and not leaving my house because I have a bunch of pets. I think you'll be able to see one right now. You see Winota up there? Very cute. She's in her little cat tree, and then Mary's in my lap. But and if you look on the couch, you see where the little Piplup plushie is right there. That's Jin, our other cat. And then Ouija must be upstairs, our dog. And there's also a cat in my lap. So yes. What was I saying about that? We have parties. I like to be home with my pets. I like to host and then be like, oh my gosh, party's over. I guess you guys gotta go home. So we play Pokemon Stadium because the mini games are so fun. So that's what we go to. We also have like classic Mario Kart on there, which I prefer over like the Switch version. I think it's fun. I have Ocarina of Time. I got some of my Switch games stolen by a boyfriend many years ago, and so, or not Switch games, my Nintendo games stolen by my boyfriend many years ago, and so I don't have Majora's Mask anymore, and I'm really just trying to rebuild my collection. So that's been really fun at treat shows recently. All right, let's go to Art Quest. So we did the house, we did the salad, working on the center. Place a party cooking pot in the spot indicated by Chef Dente. Work with other Pokemon. Okay, let me be like, bro, what do you want? What do you want, little chef? Little chef is Ratatouille. Let me know. This is a big ass squirrel. My hopes are to see how this is like beat up. I want to restore it to look like a cute restaurant. Put like a pretty awning on it, some flowers. But that is after we get the basics done. All right. What do you need? Set up a party cooking pot somewhere around here. What the hell? What the hell is a party cooking pot? Be so for real. Okay. Well, he's so cute. Oh, and oh. I went a little too far over, but that's okay. Ooh. Okay, and we're gonna switch to rock smashing. This is so funny. Like, look at the little gloves. It's on site. Bro, you can just hit them? Does he not care? Okay. It really is on site. So, see how they're like cute and tiny when they're broken down? You can then go to your items and place those. So if you need to rebuild something that you messed up, or you just need more space after, you can just go here and then you can start to rebuild, which I think is really nice because I mess up all the time. Scrolls a wall. Pretty much. See, it's volcanic ash. Interesting. Why is there volcanic ash all over this sweet little town? Didn't mean to do that one, but we'll fix that. We will fix the alpine grass. Oh, it's okay. I don't think we even need to go this far. I'm just going kind of crazy with volcanic ash. Okay. So I have to go build whatever the F he just asked me for. I'm going to pop this area too. Great. What I like about this game is like you can go at your own pace. Animal Crossing has a lot of like time skipping that you can do to like get to your next thing, and I only did it one day in this game because I was trying to get a habitat built. I was like, I don't want to wait. But I didn't feel the need like I had to do it to progress the story. It feels like if it is a little slow, it's not necessary, but it doesn't feel out of place. Have a good day at work. Oh, hey, G Bud. Sorry about the time change. All right. Let's go. Let's get out of this. Ew, punchy arms. Suck all this stuff up. Which makes it so much easier than having to pick things up. Punchies. Yep. Great. And then let's look at this. Tomorrow's meals has been added to your human record. Tomato or potato if cheap. Carrot bread. Used up carrots. We have so many carrots. Make in advance. Don't use the mushrooms. Those are for next week's soup. Cute little chef diary. Got a small stage. Okay, maybe we'll put the stage over here somewhere. I'm gonna put this on the ground here because I know my ass is gonna fall through. That's stone brick. I don't like that. I don't think it matters. Truly, like, so these never matter where you place them. You can put anything anywhere. It's not going to really change or improve or mess up the environment, which is kind of nice. But at some point, I'll probably want to match them accordingly. But that day is not today. I think once I'm done with like all the main story stuff, I'll probably go through and like pretty up everything. Because I think Animal Crossing, most of your story stuff is like, you know, get enough money to pay off your housing debt. And this capitalistic nature, everything's fine. And this one's like, well, maybe we could just fix some stuff. Party cookie pot. Okay, I thought he was going to at least acknowledge that I made it nice. Whatever. We're going to go see if we can make a party cooking pot. Truly no idea if I have the materials, so let's go see. What the party cooking pot look like? I don't know. Well, because I had the oven and stuff, so I thought it'd be here. What is... We're gonna look at this real quick. G-Bud, how are you doing? There's like 10 of you in there. Look, I got 10 whole people here. To be clear, you can ask me stuff because I'm here to answer questions. It could be about truly anything. It could be anything in relation to Pokemon. It could be anything in relation to myself, my content, what's coming up here on the channel. Let me know. Let me check this real quick. Can I buy this pot that they're talking about? I feel like I sound like an old lady. Can I buy the bot? Blah, blah, blah. Oh. That's cute. I'm buying that. Yep. Of course I want that. Okay. That is not a Pikachu fountain kit. This is also not what I need. I don't even know how much money I have and I'm just buying things. Where are we at? Okay, 5,000. We're good. I feel like I have to make this. Oh, there it is. Party cooking pot. Buy it. Okay. I'm gonna buy one more to take to my other island. Great. How do I feel about Pokopia? I think this is significantly bigger. There's going to be a lot more to do. I'm really hopeful that they'll do expansions as far as like DLCs go. I would love to see a DLC for this. And I would also love to see like just more being added to the future of this game. And I think it could happen. What are you doing? Messing with my chair. Somebody is trying to scratch up the chair, and my girl, we're not about that. Inspect. Okay. Do I need to put stuff in? MLM, tell me what I should be putting in there. Doing good. Excited to see you streaming Special Pokopia. Still on the fence of playing Trigger on a Switch 2. Oh, a limited edition one for Gen 10. That'd be really cute. Yeah, I there was a deal going on for Resident Evil 9 that I think was like $60 for Resident Evil 9, Biohazard, and 8 if you haven't played those already. And so I thought that was a pretty cute deal. And then of course they did Red and Green for Pokemon. This game is incredible. I think if you are waiting a few months, I don't think you're going to miss like a hype window on Pokopia. But I do think it's a game that's worth the money. And I do think like personally, I'm happy that I got the Switch 2 because this game is so incredible and it's been bringing me so much joy. But I don't think it's like you must buy it now. However, I do think this is going to be a game of the year. I'm just saying. I've never played anything quite as expansive and cozy as this all-in-one. And so I'm very happy about it. It's also so unique for Pokemon. So. All right. It's no use I can't come up with a single thing. After all you went through to set the place up. Maybe we need to get down. What if we get everyone in the mood for the party while chef's thinking? Everyone's in the right mood, coming up with an awesome food idea should be easy. Awesome. Or just says awesome. It's not awesome. I can't read. Yeah, I was thinking about also streaming Resident Evil. I have a podcast channel I started. It's called Final Girl Next Door, which to me is the best name ever. But I haven't made the video content I was planning on. I was planning on doing podcasts, but podcast solo stuff is kind of hard. So I was thinking maybe it's like a guest per episode, which I really would have to sit up and do. So I was thinking of doing like reviews on film and video games on there, and maybe some like gameplay. Like there's a 10-part series for Resident Evil. There it is for that game itself. I don't know. So I'm really trying to figure out what to do with it because I love horror media so much that I would love to figure out what to do on there. So if you have ideas, let a girly know. We gotta raise the mood. Our mood's at 34. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier with the number stuff, where there's like, oh, this number, I can't get past it. It's because you have to do all of the missions, and they don't make it super clear. Leave the music to me. Do you know what CDs are? I do have CDs. The music's so cute. I don't think I've played Evil Within. It doesn't sound too familiar to me. Okay, so DJ Rosum's happy. Please don't forget to post the ingredients of poking pot. Okay. We're gonna need something else to get the mood just right and the venue vibing. I'm thinking we need a Pokemon who's high key down to party who can give us primo dance performance. Bring over Pokemon who can hype the crowd. Okay, so to show us a the studio. Okay, they're gonna basically show us how to make a habitat for this Pokemon to get them here. So we gotta do. I don't think I've seen the lily pads. Okay, so we gotta do some lily pads in the water, 4 of them. That seems easy. I love your friend girl next door stuff. Yeah, I just like I love horror and I want to keep it a little campy and fun. I don't think I'll do a lot on true crime just because I think that's a heavy subject matter that should be handled delicately while I listen to a lot of it. And I think those stories are important to tell. I think I want to focus on more like campy horror, like cryptids and horror reviews for video games and film because I consume so much of that media. They didn't have any plans for DLC. I think after a couple years, they'll probably be like, here's a DLC. This world is freaking huge. Truly, like, if you try to look up anything for this game, not much exists for it because there's a lot to this game. But, yeah, the longevity and replayability in this is huge. So, I don't think they need to do a DLC, but I can see them doing it for sure. Okay, so there are... Okay, we're going to pick this up. Well, how the heck do I move this? Thank you, I appreciate it. It's not the same. You should... Am I just supposed to move it? Do I just suck up all the water? Okay. I just like... I don't really know how I'm supposed to move that. That was not very helpful. I can close the waterfall, but then I still need one more. What the freak am I supposed to do? There it is. Okay. Well, I can't camouflage myself as that. I just did it. That's not what I was trying to do. Why can't I hit this? I feel like I'm gonna freak out. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to get that over. Okay. There's not a lot of water here, so let me see. I gotta cut off the water here. Fine. So you can kind of swim underneath, but Ditto can't like swim underwater at this moment. Let me see. You can surf, so you can turn into a Lapras. Right now, the only Pokemon you can turn into are Lapras and the Graveler. So this kind of helps you swim in like bigger terrains, but like you can't really go underwater like that. Which is there's a lot of open water in other zones. Oops, I didn't mean to take that, but I did. So I kind of wish you had a lot more flexibility with that, but it is what it is. All right, so what's the dealio with this? Do I gotta close off the water? I think I'm gonna have to just close off the water. Okay, great. And then pick them up? This is so stupid. Oh my god. So this is the other thing, is like, if I want to get to a zone, this is what I gotta do. Get to a zone. Because I gotta build it. This is crazy. Where is this? Okay, and then do I just like plug this? I don't. We're really just going with the flow here, folks. Gotta be real. Okay, let's see. Nope. I'm really having a stroke. Okay. No. All right. Oh my god. Get this out of here. How am I supposed to cut it? Is that what this whole thing has been? Am I just stupid? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to pick these up? It says I need 4 by the water. This is stupid. Okay, so I don't need to cut them or do that. It looks like maybe, I don't know. This game is so wonderful, but then it's stuff like that where I'm like, you're not clear on how I get this. And now I look like a big dummy on my stream. Whatever. Here's a waterfall. Oh god, I did too much. Oh god, I did too much water. Well, that's fine. All right. So I guess we have to figure out another way to have those, but I like, what am I supposed to do? The lily pads in the water. That makes, like, what else? Because normally you can go over with one of these and like pick up floral, see, and then do that. But no. Now I'm like, how do I make them? Do I just like beat up the ground and hope that something turns into that? That's not correct. I can't move it. That's not what I need. I might be missing an ability. I don't know. I don't know if I'm missing an ability. I feel like I'm 1,000 years old. All right. Who are we trying to get? Let me see if there's. We're gonna check the internet because I'm having a hard time with this. Is it Lucario? That's not what he said. There's an easier way to do this. That's not it either. It's to go to my mission and then. Okay. We're gonna go to our habitat decks. Uplifting duckweed. I just like. I don't get it. Ah. Here's what we do. Tell me how this is so stupid. Let me see if we can do it right now. Nowhere has it been like, you know, can use your powers in the water. Oh shit. I went kind of hard. That was so dumb. We're gonna go get our Fido because I'm sure little dude's out there. Actually, let's get our iron ore first. Then we'll go get Fido. Or we'll come back. This guy will probably be here. And we'll also go get the Fido. And then we'll go back to the DJ. So leafage lets you sprout leafy greens in the area. And then you can eat a salad. And it enhances how much you could do. I'm going to take those. Come back for the rest. Did I think of a recipe? Okay. Nice, I can make my own furnace now. I'll just put a couple more in there. Okay. That really, like, did not make sense to me. And like, it allows you to do so for other plants, but it's never had anything in the water before. And now I feel dumb. If you can light it on fire. So yeah, that's like the one thing you can't do is fire. Maybe because it's too destructive. I don't know. The other day Ian was like, why don't they let you do fire? And I'm like, I think there was a reason. Oh, was he in the water? Yeah. This is when they're in the water, you can tell. Because it'll do that. Or it'll be a random item. Okay. Whoa. What an entrance. This new living space is so nice. I love having music when I'm dancing. Hey, if you know good songs, I'd love to hear them. Cute. Very cute. If it hears festive music, it fills all of its energy. Oh. All its muscles, rather, fill with energy. You know, I like to dance too, buddy. You're going to follow me. We're going to go see the Rotom. And we're going to go get our Fido. We're going to get the Fido first if we can. Because your girl will forget about the little dog that is bred. So I'm going to get that out of the way. And then we'll come right back. Because I think he was in a tree over here. Let me show you the gates over here too. So when you're playing this game, I mentioned you start on a specific island. He's up there. But see these little gates right here that I mentioned, the portal gates, that is how you go to New Worlds. Oh, that was not the Fido, but I'll take it. Oh. Oh my god. That's me. Did I eat too much? So I can't jump. She said I go fly a little. So cute. Okay, that was not a Fido, but I will take it. That was very, very cute. I'm at the clear the pathway so this girl can enjoy her life and not be trapped in a corner. Okay. I'm gonna go. I've been finding all these CDs, so I gotta bring them to him. Because I think that's the only way you can use them. He's here. We'll throw sickest party in Kanto. We are gonna have the sickest party. You're so right. Okay. This is here. Lost relics left by humans. What do you think about displaying those in the party venue? Allow nothing more to appraise those lost relics. Okay, cute. What are we having, like a rich people auction? Nostalgic atmosphere. Okay. Do I have any? Do I have any relics on me? Actually, I got one on me, so then I don't have to go back. Appraise this. Oh, I've gotten it. That is without a town map. Humans used this long ago. I haven't had the foggiest idea how to use it, though. It could be fun to use as a decoration in your house, or you could place it in your Pokemon's home. They might like it. It's called MapQuest. Okay. I got this dude you were asking for. Here, how's the mood? Okay, now we see that he's there. Jeez. It took me, I'm like, dude, he's here. What is this? It's just craziness. Okay, now let's see what our other missions are. Okay, I guess let me get a town map. Okay, there's a relic. Beautiful. I come across anything seems perfect party venue. What do you want me to do that livens up a party? Like, they're cute. Okay, dancing queen. So most of my requests for my guys are done. I'm gonna go back to the chef. What's a problem? You want to bulk up? So mega excited to try whatever you're cooking up for the party. How many extra servings can I have? Hope it's at least the double digits. Well, now this rather puts me in a pickle. I haven't even made my mind on what to make yet. And now to complicate things further, I have to factor in sweeties like you with extra hearty appetites. Oh, Lou and Marva's family, you heard what we were just talking about, right? There are probably plenty of other sweeties like Machoke who eat quite a lot. I like they're calling them sweeties. In fact, I alone may not be capable of making enough party food for everyone, so I was hoping you could help out by doing cooking as well. What? Me? I wouldn't ask you to make anything more than the usual dishes, of course. You know, the ones I taught you, salad, bread, hamburger, steak, any of those will do. But since there's a party, I need you to, like, put the food on plates as the occasion. Yeah, okay. A little party platter. Can you please make 5 party platters? Okay. You're gonna stay here. Don't. Goodbye. Stay there. I'm trying to build a Pokemon Center, make a bunch of party platters. This is crazy. So you have to make the party platter first? Oh my god, I'm gonna have a stroke. Okay. Yeah. Can I just cut through here? Is it really that simple? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna see now if I can just bring them here. Actually, I have some stuff. Let me see if I can just like plate the stuff I do have. Okay. All right. There we go. About to serve some bread. Great. And you know what? This game has not allowed you to make a lot of food quite yet, I will say. We can make bread and salad and hamburger steak, which let me show you how you make a hamburger in this game. They also could have called it literally anything else, but they tried to be like, you know what? This is a hamburger, actually. Let me gaslight you. Simple hamburger steak from beans. And like, to be clear, I know that you can. Oh my god, why is this having a stroke? Go to 3. I know you can make vegetarian burgers, but just call it like a veggie burger or a bean burger, black bean burger, or just whatever bean burger. You're not fooling me by calling it a steak when I bite into it and it's a bean. Okay? I know the truth. Place a steak. A hamburger steak. You know, these are cute little serving dishes. Am I done? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Okay. We're gonna get the mood to 100. What is it right now? I don't know. Whistle's been blown on the burgers. You know, that was just a crazy thing. Like, some of the stuff that, like, craft this item by using this. I'm like, that would never happen. And it's Pokemon logic, so I'm going to allow it to happen. Okay. We're going to ask the locals how to throw a party. Let's see what the mood's at right now. Mood's at 80, 70 something, 79. Okay. About what we thought. Have some fun here again sometime. Okay. Don't care enough. I'm gonna see how Pokemon want to have a party, I guess. Like, who is gonna prompt me? Maybe if I bring them over here. Let's wait for this little dude running up here. Okay. I guess somebody will tell me if they want to talk about throwing a party, but nobody has yet. So I thought just going up to them it would prompt it, but it looks like special Pokemon are probably gonna say stuff about the parties. I really gotta clear this out. This is crazy. And this for sure is gonna say I've not reached my level yet. I think it's gonna open up once I get the Poke Center and like this mission up, maybe. But even when you do the main Pokemon missions for the Poke Centers, there's still like a bunch to do in every town, which I think is really nice. And then, of course, you know, your own free will of like building buildings like this and restoring things. I think that'll be really nice. Oh, they're just there dancing. Very cute. Okay. Let me see if somebody wants to talk to me about this party. Nobody seems interested. This party, a little whack. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. My parties are like there's a little music, but then I have like a bunch of games out. I have a section of a table that I make all party games, and then I have snacks and drinks. The bills are gonna be crazy. Let's talk about Pokemon Dance. If you have Pokemon who's good at hyping folks up, bring in the hype of the music. I had to bring more hype Pokemon. How do I know? How do I know who else got hype? So, something you could do for your Pokemon is, let me see. Okay, so specialties include hype in this one. Okay. Okay. My bird's not in this area though. So, yeah, like they all have different types. Where can the Sylveon be? Is that Pallet Town? Oh, if you do the right attack. So cute. Free reign for building anything. Yeah, you can build anywhere you want. I can also just like take down structures anywhere I want. Oh. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Okay, I was like, what picture is it? Because they bookmark these. I think it's cute. I guess maybe I'll just bring over more Pokemon. Yeah, so once you do like the main missions on every board, you'll see a legendary. And so every day a Ho-Oh and Lugias fly over different cities because you can pick up their feathers, which is really cute. I'm gonna make some fucking carrot bread. So yeah, that's where that came from. How cute, right? And they wanted carrots? What am I supposed to do? Like double carrot? Sure. So that's where you'll see them. And so he came out during one of the missions and it was very cute. I made carrot bread. Okay. Gonna bring it to my little buddy. So cute. Oh! I ate it. I did not mean to do that. I literally was like, look at this. That was diabolical. That was crazy. That's like when you're real stoned and you want something real bad and then somebody has a snack in front of you. Ugh, Yeah, it's you start to do missions and then they kind of come into like finish, which I think is so cute. Feels like it's really good for the story and the lore, and I like it a lot. Listen, I am doing my best, and sometimes that's not good enough, and I've accepted it is what it is. Oh man. All right. Well, so here's where we're at. I think the stream is gonna end soon. Just because I got some other filming I want to do today. But here's what's gonna happen. Let's go to just chatting for a second. So this is I don't know how often I'm gonna stream. It might be like one day a week, whatever everybody feels interested in seeing or doing. I'm very open to. My current content plan is to start releasing videos one day a week. That might be either on Tuesdays or Thursdays. I'm kind of figuring out what that looks like right now. But this month you'll see a like everything I read in January and February kind of review section, and then I'm going to be showcasing scanning my book collection because that's crazy that you can do that either this month or next month. I also have a huge board game collection I'm going to show off, my retro video game consoles, my vinyl collection. And so I'm putting a lot of focus into my collectibles and things that I like, but I also want to put some gameplay on here because I'm really into Pokemon in general, but especially Pokopia. So in the past, I've done Animal Crossing videos that have done pretty well, and so I feel like my audience is definitely interested in that kind of content too. So you'll be able to see a variety of content for all types of gaming, whether it be TCG, TTRPG, video games. My focus is going to be on all different types of stuff. And comments and, recommendations are also super welcome because I enjoy doing those things. But yeah, it would just make me really happy to make more content on here. So my goal is to try and release one video a week while also continuing to do short form content, which you can see on the shorts section. I'm working really hard to get to partner on here because I wasn't before. I think I spread a lot of my content between this and Twitch and my social media platforms, and right now I'm putting a lot of focus on, of course, Sky Babies on YouTube, but here my own individual channel, and I will also be focusing on Instagram, so you can get all the reels and content between Instagram and shorts on here. I also have Blue Sky, if that's where you are on the internet, and Threads, which is basically connected through Instagram. So yeah, I plan to do a lot more content, and your recs are always welcome. I have the YouTube comment section where you are welcome to come leave a comment for something you'd like to see in the future. In videos, when I post things, feel free to be like, hey, I really like this thing that you have in the background. Can we see more of that? Because I'm happy to showcase those. And we'll probably do some pet introduction videos too, because I've got a house full of 5 of them. And this one in particular has been Miri. She's been sleeping on my chair in my lap the whole game. And she's very cute and also fresh because she knows how to turn off my PC, which is why I was late to my stream today. And then behind me on the couch next to the little Pokemon you see right there, the little flip up, that's Jin. And then Winota is on the fruit tree. And we have Ouija, my dog. And Blueberry, my little lizard. And then also, this is from McDonald's a couple of years ago. I found it in my Switch case when I was switching it over. This is one of my favorite Pokemon. Like Grandpa. He's so cute. So that's unrelated. I found that in here today. It was I don't know, every year I feel like McDonald's has kind of been like, it's a Pokemon anniversary, get your stuff. And it's got Rayquaza on here. Look at all these cuties. I'm a sucker for just cute packaging. I'm trying to go to Pokemon Worlds this year in San Francisco, so definitely gonna see some more Pokemon content from me because I play a lot of Pokemon Go and the Pokemon video games. Yeah. Favorite name for a special grandpa? Oh, I don't. Pudge. That's what I got. A little pudgy guy. I have an alpha shiny one that Ian gave me for ZA, but I haven't booted it up in a while. That game was not my favorite because of the fighting style, but I really liked it itself, and there was a lot of fun Pokemon, so I would love to finish the main story for that. I did play Sword and Shield, completely lost that game, so I need to redo that, and then I barely played any of Scarlet Violet, like at all. So, but I'm playing Legends of Arceus right now on top of Pokemon and Resident Evil 9. So those are my video games of choice. I'm also reading a lot too, and we're watching tons of media. I'm a big media girly, so that's what I got going on. Yeah, that's the plan. So my first YouTube video should hopefully be out by the end of this week. And again, your choices and content are always super welcome. I'd be more than happy to take any, you know, thoughts. Brains fried. This is going to be on YouTube. I'm going to keep it on there. And then I think, like I said, maybe once a week we'll pop in for streams. I'm just really trying to build back an organic following and like communicate with my community. So thank you for being here today, even if there was a couple mishaps. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Look forward to seeing some content soon. And I will see you in the comment section or an event. Check my events page.